So why do we talk about history so much in an English class? Well, since we are taking a chronological approach to American literature, we have to understand the context of what is going on at the time of the literature we are studying. We will begin our curriculum with the colonial period, and we'll study some Native American pieces as well. But what are the highlights of the colonial period? We begin in England since the beginning of the new Americas began as a result of what was going on there. We have King George III, who takes the throne, and unlike his disinterested predecessors, he goes on the other end of the spectrum and tries to control everyone and everything. The people grow tired and frustrated and eventually flee England and flee from King George III, the tyrant. The people hear about the explorers such as Christopher Columbus and John Smith, and some of the people flee Britain and ship out to the New World. Many of the explorers encounter Native Americans who lived on the land prior to their arrival, and while there are stories of war, there are also stories of peaceful trade and coexistence. There was also a group of religious people who left England due to the religious persecution. They were called the Puritans, and their lives revolved very much around their religion. Now think about what types of writings we will find in this time period. If you were an explorer sailing the high seas in search of something, what would you write? If you were someone fleeing the persecution of a tyrant king, what would you write? And if you were a faithful religious follower, what would you write? As we study the literary pieces of this time, think about the context of what is going on in the historical background to get a better understanding of the writing. Everyone has a purpose in writing. What was theirs?